fear, for nature reflects the beauty within ourselves. And this changing attitude would ring out the liberty bells for the hungry and the homeless and the helpless as well. And you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, and you don't believe we're still on the eve of destruction. You don't believe we're still on the eve of destruction. As the source of silence wails, sings song of creation, transcending the boundaries of our soul's imagination. You can't twist the truth, it knows no regulation, cause the truth is in love, freedom and cooperation. Let there be peace in your heart, that's all right, that's not. Let there be peace tonight in all the nation. For the music of life is our laughter liberation. And you tell me over and over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're still on the eve of destruction. No, 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 you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction.
Hi guys, it's me, the Chipmunk. Look, I know things have been kind of stressful lately with this video coming out about the pregnant woman on YouTube and her, being angry and upset at people in the pregnant community. I think it's time that we, try to move on from her video specifically and that woman, because what's done is done. We can't do anything about it. And also, I'm getting more information every day as stuff comes in, and someone commented on the video recently. They said they, had subscribed to her channel, and apparently just the fact that this person was a pregnancy lover made her go and get very angry. She blocked him. He tried to explain to her, he tried to be reasonable with her, is what he said, and he tried to explain things to her. She would have none of it. She blocked him, and it looks like she blocked him just for the fact that he's a pregnancy lover. And, that's unfortunate, because it looks like he did nothing wrong. He didn't take her videos or her images or make rude comments. All he did was subscribe to her channel. Now, I have some pointers to make about that kind of stuff, but like I said, before I do that, I want to say this. Now listen to me, everybody in the pregnant community, listen to me. There is nothing wrong with you if you are a pregnancy lover. There is nothing wrong with you. Okay? Now listen to me. You're normal. I'm normal. We're just people. Look into your own heart. Look into your own soul and your mind. You know who you are. And we know we're not bad people. Are we perfect? No. But are we monsters, perverts, and pedophiles? No. Hell no. And you know that's bull. And I know that's bull. And you think to yourself, well, why do people say these horrible things? Why do they say things like that? It's ignorance. They see us, and they don't understand us. They don't understand why we would find pregnancy attractive. They don't understand it, so they react with fear, and they react with hatred, and that breeds bigotry against us and our community. When people become afraid and they don't understand something, they react with fear and hatred. It's a sad thing, but it happens all the time, and not just to us. Look at human history. Look at the Holocaust. Look at black people being hanged just for being black once upon a time. Look at the history of the world. Entire races slaughtered in cold blood because they were different, because people didn't understand them. They had different ways, different customs. They didn't speak the same language, didn't look the same. They destroyed them. It's sad, but it happens. Now that's an extreme example, but it's what has happened in human history, and it's what's kind of happening now in a very small way. It's hard to deal with bigotry because we all want acceptance. We all want to be accepted by everybody. Everybody wants acceptance. But it's not going to happen. Not everybody is going to accept you in this life. But let me tell you something about my own personal life. I've said this before. I am open about who I am. I came out of the non-gay closet, if you will, as a pregnancy lover. My friends, my family, my coworkers, everybody who I've ever met knows who and what I am. I don't hide it. In fact, in times I've actually bragged about it. If you go into my room, anybody who would go into my room would see photos of pregnant women. I have them on my wall. Not a whole lot of them, but I have a few. And you know what? I have never had anybody say anything negative or bad about me to my face about being a pregnancy lover. The only time I've ever experienced hatred or bigotry is here on the internet. Because on the internet, it's easy to be a bully, it's easy to have misunderstandings, and it's easy to be hateful and bigoted and just be a plain jerk to people. We all know that. Anybody who has spent enough time on the internet knows that. Now, I'm not excusing bad behavior just because it's on the internet, but that's the reality of the situation. And I think if more people were to be more open in their personal lives about who they were, about being pregnancy lovers, I think in time people wouldn't necessarily accept it, but they would tolerate it, and there's a difference between that. They might come to understand that at the very least we're not perverts or creeps or whatever they think. But because right now the community is only online, and we're also nervous about coming out, as it were, to other people, that we stay silent, we keep quiet, we don't say anything about who we are, and therefore that makes us an easy target, because not only are we a minority group, but we are a group that is silent. And if we don't speak up for ourselves, people will run over us and try to destroy us from time to time. But putting that aside, there is nothing wrong with any of you, and there is nothing wrong with me or any of us who are pregnancy lovers. There is nothing wrong with any of us. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you're a freak or a creep or whatever disgusting thing they say. It's a lie, and you know it's a lie. Don't believe what other people tell you. You look into your own heart, and you examine your own soul. You know who you are, and I know who I am. I'm not a bad person. I try to be a good person. It's a hard struggle, because I live in a world that is very bad. It's easy to get angry and mad when things like this happen. But as hard as it is, I and all of us have to try to make things better. I'm not saying we try to change the world, but we have to make an effort to understand people. Not excuse bad behavior, but try to understand people when they make hateful remarks and do stupid things. And like I said, most of that is ignorance and fear. It's bigotry. And it's something the pregnant community is going to be dealing with for quite a long time, until the day comes when more people who are pregnancy lovers start to come out openly to people and are more honest about who they are with their family members, their friends, and other people around them. I think if more of us did that, you would find that it's not so bad after all. Because you know what? I've done that. I'm open. Everybody knows who I am. I haven't had any bad experiences. And I've been open about my love of pregnant women for many, many, many years. So I want you all to think about that. Just think about it real hard. That it might be better for all of us, every one of us, to start being more open and more honest about who we are. Not on the internet. I'm talking about, just in your personal life. Think about it. I can tell you from my own personal experience It's not bad. It's actually refreshing. It's a wonderful feeling to not have to worry about people finding out that I'm a pregnancy lover. I don't have to hide it. You know why? Because there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not doing anything wrong. Morally, legally, I'm not a bad person just because I like pregnant women. There is nothing wrong with finding pregnant women attractive. If other people don't understand that, even if pregnant women especially don't understand that, that's their problem. I'm sorry they don't understand, but that's because they are ignorant. That's just the truth of it. Now, in closing on this, I want to say, don't be ashamed of who you are. Don't let these bigots and this incident that's happened on YouTube drive you into the shadows like an animal. Don't hide. Don't run away. Don't feel like you have to repress who you are. Don't let them do that to you. If you do, the bigots win. We've come a long way from where we were. And you know, I just recently had someone message me, send me a comment on one of my videos telling me, "Thank you for your videos. I did not realize anybody else was like me until I found your videos." Do you realize how great that makes me feel? In my day, when I was growing up, I thought I was alone too. We didn't have the internet, and I thought I was the only one. I thought I was a freak. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I talked about it all the time to my parents and other people. I didn't understand why I was this way, why I liked pregnant women. But I came to see eventually, not because of the internet, but just in my own life, that there was nothing wrong with being a pregnancy lover. And getting on the internet and finding other pregnancy lovers, finding that there were other people out there like me, it was a wake-up call. It was a great thing. And I've been happier for it. And eventually, I did come out in the open as a pregnancy lover, and I haven't looked back since. So don't let anyone push you into the dark corners. Don't let anyone push you into the shadows. There is nothing wrong with you. You hold your head up high. You hear me? Don't let anybody bully you, whether it be on the internet or anywhere else. Don't give in to bullying. And that's all I can really say about that. Now, when it comes to moving forward and what we can do to help try to make things better for our community and for pregnant women on YouTube, I think we should try and do this. I personally am going to try and make sure that on my videos from now on, if something looks like it may have come from YouTube, I'm not going to upload it. I've never tried to purposely take videos, from anyone's channel on YouTube, that is, pregnant women on YouTube. I haven't done that. But because, the internet is so vast and these videos and these photos get shared all over the place, you never know where they originated from. So all I can do is try to do the best that I can from now on. And that is, if I see a video and I think it may have come from YouTube, or there may even be a chance that it might have come from someone's personal profile, I'm not going to put it up on my channel. So I'm just going to try and exercise better caution next time, that I upload a video and things like that. But I have had an instance where, there was a pregnant woman who found out that I inadvertently did have one of her photos. In fact, it's on my title screen on Pregnancy Movie Reviews. But here's the thing, and this is a good example. She did not overreact or have, angry feelings toward me because she realized I hadn't done this on purpose. I didn't realize this photo had come from her. I didn't know where it was from. And we talked, and she said she was fine with it staying there as long as I gave her credit, for that being her photo. And I did that. So, that was a good experience. And that's something else I should, mention. Yes, we've had bad experiences on here from time to time with pregnant women, but we've also had some good experiences, too. Not all pregnant women are like the one on the video, reacting very angrily and mad just because other people find pregnancy attractive. I had a good experience that time, and, I said, if she had wanted me to take the photo down, I would have taken it off, the title screen, but she didn't want that. She just said, I understand that, it's the internet, videos and photos, they get shared around all the time, You know, if you could just give me credit for that being my photo, I would appreciate it, and I did that. So you see, that was a good experience. So just because of this one bad instance, it doesn't mean that all pregnant women are like that. And it doesn't mean everyone is like, you know, that in their reactions to our community and to who we are. You know, I think the pregnant community is going to be okay. We're going to get through this. You know, we've been through a lot. And there's going to be challenges along the way, but I don't think that this is by any means the beginning of the end or something. No. You know, yes, it's hard dealing with the bigoted comments and things like that, but we're going to get through it. And, you know, we're going to run into bad people, but we're going to run into good people too here on the internet. Because you know what? I have, and I know some of you out there have too. And I think in the future, also moving forward, we need to talk more about our positive experiences with pregnant women, with people we've met on YouTube and things like that. I think it would help tremendously. You know, mostly the only things that make news are the bad things, and I'm afraid I've done the same thing. We need to start concentrating more on the positive and not the negative. But, you know, this was an instance where I thought, you know, the pregnant community needed to know about this incident and what was happening. Just, you know, so we could all better educate ourselves in what to do in the future. And to that extent, I want to say this to everybody out there who is a pregnancy lover. I know a lot of you subscribe to pregnant women's channels. I urge you not to do that. If you want to see, you know, someone's profile, you can link to it, you can watch them, but don't subscribe to them. Don't even like their videos. I've said this in the past before because, like I said, a lot of people will not understand, pregnant women will not understand why a pregnancy lover, a man, would be subscribed to them. And I think the better thing to do is just not to let them know that you're watching their channel. And certainly don't take their videos and upload them to your channel or anything like that. Yes, it's the internet and, you know, things get passed around a lot, but that causes problems, as you can see here. So let's try and not do that, okay? Let's try to exercise caution. Let's try to be nice. Let's try to be polite. I know most of us are polite. I know most of us are, you know, not making bad comments on pregnant women's channels and profiles and things like that. It's those few jerks that do. And I know that. It's just that those of us who are polite and nice, who are good and decent members of the community, we just need to redouble our efforts and make it our mission to try and be more polite and more kind. Now, I'm not saying we take crap from people and that we allow people to bully us. No, we don't allow that. But we try our best to be good, decent representatives of our community. And I think that will go a long way in helping everybody. In closing, I just want to say this. Don't be ashamed of who you are. Don't let people bully you or harass you. And don't you ever think something is wrong with you because you like pregnant women. There is nothing wrong with you. Okay? And we're going to get through this. We're going to be fine. This is just a bump in the road. We can get through this, but we can only get through this together as one, as a community. I want all of us to reflect on what's happened and move on. Try to use this unfortunate incident as a way to better ourselves and to maybe educate ourselves to try and think more carefully in what we do. I need to do that. We all need to. And do what we've always done. Be good, decent representatives of our community. So, that's it. You guys take care. Don't let this stuff get you down. We're going to be okay. This is the Chipmunk. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.